Are you all right? What's wrong?
I felt a great disturbance in the force.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 creepiest celebrity coincidences.
They're here.
Whoa! Get down! Beautiful!
Get out of here before you give me hysterics!
For this list, we're looking at the most unsettling twists of fate involving famous people. Which celebrity coincidence gives you the heebie-jeebies? Try to unsettle your fellow commenters by sharing it below. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below.
Roll up on me, backseat pimpin', I got shut down by the system. Roll up on me, backseat pimpin', I got shut down by the system.
Number 10. Camp Nowhere cults. While most people don't remember Camp Nowhere at all, in retrospect, it'll probably only be remembered for the bizarre coincidence involving two of its stars.
All right, why don't you take this back to your cabin, pick out the ones you like, and tomorrow we'll make me a necklace.
Thanks, Zach.
Andrew Keegan and Allison Mack both starred in the film as kids, and the two actors both grew up to become involved with organizations described as cults.
We do believe that everything is an expression of the Creator, and that we coming together create our own destiny, our own path.
Keegan founded Full Circle, a spiritual center in LA, while Mack worked for Nexium, a cult/MLM company. Although both groups have had trouble with the law, for Keegan's organization it was merely due to distributing kombucha without a license, while Mack has been charged with racketeering and forced labor, among other crimes for her involvement with Nexium.
Many of its leaders were charged with numerous crimes.
Number 9. The Poltergeist Curse.
They're here.
Poltergeist is one of the all-time great horror movies, but those who starred in the film and its sequels have experienced some eerie and deadly events themselves. Several of the former actors have died early deaths over the years.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Dominique Dunne was strangled by her ex during the same year of the first film's release. Actors Julian Beck and Will Sampson also passed away after acting in the film series, although their deaths were illness-related. Lastly, and most disturbingly, child actress Heather O'Rourke died in 1988 of septic shock after a narrowing of the intestine. People die suddenly all the time, but still, for all of them to have been involved with these films is pretty spooky. Number 8. The Omen Curse. There are cursed movie productions, and then there's The Omen.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
Before production began, Gregory Peck's son committed suicide. Then, on Peck's flight to England, his plane was struck by lightning.
Drink the blood of Christ and eat his flesh. For only if he is within you can you defeat the son of the devil.
I see.
He's killed once. He'll kill again. He'll kill until everything that's yours is his.
Then, executive producer Mace Newfield's plane was struck by lightning. Another plane considered for filming allegedly crashed, killing all passengers. Another producer was nearly struck by lightning. An animal trainer who assisted production was killed by a tiger the day after shooting. Most chillingly, special effects supervisor John Richardson, who worked on a decapitation scene in The Omen, got involved in a car accident in the Netherlands where his passenger was decapitated. There was reportedly a nearby sign that indicated that the nearest Dutch town, Omen, was 66.6 kilometers away. It's enough to put the fear of God or the devil into anyone. Number 7. Anthony Hopkins' serendipitous book.
My Danish beauty! Whoa! Get down! Beautiful!
Anthony Hopkins has had a long acting career, and one of his lesser-known works was the dramedy The Girl from Petrovka, based on a novel by George Pfeiffer. While preparing for the role, Hopkins tried frantically to find a copy of the book, only to allegedly find one on a bench just as he'd given up.
That's right, comrade, do your duty! Yeah.
When Hopkins was speaking to the author years later, Pfeiffer mentioned that he'd lost his own copy of the book after he'd lent it to a friend who lost it. Hopkins produced his copy, which supposedly turned out to have been the very same one. What are the odds?
What's the matter?
Oh, just life being full of wonderful surprises.
Number 6. the Oscar love curse. Nearly every film actor dreams of winning an Academy Award and relishing in the prestige that comes with it. However, attaining an Oscar is not without its negative consequences, at least for some.
How could we have restored order? It happened so fast.
Since 1935, a whopping 42 Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress winners have experienced cheating, breakups, and/or divorces following their victories.
Get out of here before you give me hysterics!
These range from classic cinema stars like Bette Davis and Faye Dunaway to more recent stars like Sandra Bullock and Reese Witherspoon.
So where's the truck driver?
Stock car driver. And you'll be happy to know that things aren't really working out between us.
Although some actresses have avoided this apparent curse, the sheer number of relationships ruined over it is still troubling. Number 5. James Dean's cursed Porsche. There's plenty of information about James Dean's deadly car crash that is decidedly creepy. Alec Guinness warning him that he'd die in the car the week before, for instance.
Are you alright? What's wrong?
I felt a great disturbance in the force.
While driving his newly purchased 1955 Porsche 550 Spider, Dean was killed in a car crash. His fellow passenger Rolf Witherite's subsequent psychological issues resulted in criminal behavior and jail time before he eventually died in a drunk driving accident himself in 1981. The man who hit them in 1955, Donald Turnipseed, eventually died of cancer in 1995. After being bought by an auto customizer, George Barris, the wrecked car and its various parts became associated with various accidents and injuries. Although Little Bastard's current whereabouts are unknown, it's possible anyone who finds it may live to regret it. Number 4. Lightning strikes during the Passion of the Christ. The Passion of the Christ incurred plenty of controversy and condemnation for its subject matter and brutality, but one of its most shocking and dangerous events occurred during filming. Actor Jim Caviezel, who played Jesus, suffered from several debilitating injuries and maladies while on set. Along with scars, dislocations, hypothermia, and pneumonia, Caviezel was also struck by lightning during the Sermon on the Mount, lighting his hair on fire. Not only that, but assistant director Jan Michelini was also struck by lightning a few minutes later, for the second time during the shoot. Even if you aren't a believer, that's gotta give you pause. Number 3. Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee's deaths. Bruce Lee and his son Brandon Lee both died young, but the latter's death involved some disturbing connections with his father's work. The same year of Brandon's death, 1993, the biographical film Dragon: The Bruce Lee Story was released. In it, a metaphorical demon that pursues Bruce proceeds to menace Brandon too.
It's okay, Brandon! It's okay!
Perhaps more disturbingly, a rebuild of Bruce's final incomplete 1972 film The Game of Death, released without "the" in the title in 1978, saw Bruce's character shot on a film set with a gun presumed to have been fake. Brandon Lee was shot and killed due to a prop crew error while filming The Crow, very nearly recreating the scene from his father's own final movie. Number 2. The Superman Curse. The Man of Steel may only be vulnerable to kryptonite, but some of the actors who played him are not so lucky.
That's kryptonite, Superman. Little souvenir from the old hometown. I've spared no expense to make you feel right at home.
4 of the actors to play Superman have experienced misfortune and death, and are generally considered the main subjects of the curse, although bad luck experienced by other actors in the franchise has also sometimes been attributed to the curse. George Reeves' mysterious death sparked the rumors of a curse in the late 50s, while Lee Quigley, who played an infant Kal-El, and Christopher Reeve's own relatively early deaths further fueled the rumors.
I have to leave you now. No hard feelings.
Thus far, there have been plenty of Superman actors to escape the curse, but time will tell if they remain unscathed. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The 27 Club. Actors, musicians, and other entertainers and artists are known for dying uncommonly young sometimes, but a scary number of them coincidentally died when they were the exact same age, 27. The idea first entered public consciousness in the late 60s and early 70s, when Jimi Hendrix, Brian Jones, Jim Morrison, and Janis Joplin all died within 3 years of one another, and all when they were 27.
With Janis's growing fame came a growing addiction. An addiction that would follow her like a dark shadow.
Other notable members include Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, and Anton Yelchin. Is it just a coincidence that they all died at the same age? Probably, but it's still disconcerting.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.
Roll up on me, backseat pimpin', I got shut down by the system. Roll up on me, backseat pimpin', I got shut down.